How's it going, everyone? Hope you're having a fantastic day. In this video I'm doing my third Enduro race of the year here at Raging River in North Bend, Washington. Historically, this has never been my best race, to be honest. I had a couple crashes last year at this race, and you'll see that this year it was no different. These trails can be pretty challenging with lots of routes, long climbs between stages, and there are also a lot of fast local riders. But the race is always a good challenge for me, and I have a blast regardless of my results. Thanks so much for watching, and here we go.
It's going to be a big day. I think 20 plus miles, 5,000 plus feet of climbing, and we'll be hitting some awesome trails. We'll do no service, Invictus, part of CCDH, one of the new trails, Reverence, and then finish off with Poppin tops and flow state. So big day with trails of all different types and lots of climbing, so just gonna embrace the pain.
Bike is all cleaned up and ready to go. I've really been liking the Rocky Mountain altitude this season. It's a very confidence-inspiring, hard-charging bike. It can be a beast at times, it's pretty long, and its purpose is clear, which is to go down gnarly trails very fast, but that makes up for my little mistakes and gives me lots of confidence, so enjoying the bike so far. This was my very luxurious sleeping situation last night. Worked out just fine.
This is such a big group, I'm actually going to switch. You guys all ready? Okay, let's get moving.
Hello, sir.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, get it.
Stage 1 started out with upper no service and transitioned into Invictus. These are both pretty challenging and technical trails, but on a wet day like this, when the routes are extra slimy and slippery, it definitely spices things up.
Wow. Slippery snakes today. We're gonna stay smooth.
I really tried my best to pick good lines, stay smooth, and just minimize mistakes. This ended up being my best stage of the day.
Goodness.
Transitioning now into Invictus.
Goodness gracious. Slick. Yep, that's scary. Landed right on that sideways route, rode it out. Never ridden this trail before, Invictus.
I don't think the video does it justice as to how slimy and slippery it was. I really had to avoid locking out the brakes so I wouldn't just slip and slide down the hill. I found that trying to just feather the brakes and staying smooth really helped to get through these slippery last few turns.
Ryder, you're good, dude. It's close. Woo, gnarly Charlie. You're good, dude. You're good. Dude, that's sorry. That's crazy. Oh. Wow.
What's up, buddy?
Yo, that was gnarly.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get it.
Have a good one, guys.
Stage 2 was lower no service. Lower no service is pretty flowy with some optional jumps and small gaps that you can pull for. I had ridden this trail a couple times before, but only when it was dry. So riding it a bit wet was noticeably different. It required more pedaling and effort to maintain the speed and hit all the jumps. Unfortunately, there was some sort of error with the timer, so nobody got times on stage 2, but it was a fun stage regardless.
Pedally. Gosh dang it. On a dry day, don't have to pedal like this. shit. Got sideways. Wow. Okay.
And stage 2. Snack time with a little view.
Whenever you're ready.
All right. Woo.
Stage 3 was upper CCDH to the second road crossing. This was the shortest stage of the day. CCDH is a classic at Raging River. This upper section has a lot of roots, and it can be a little tricky to maintain your lines and find a smooth path through the chunk. I enjoyed the shorter stage though, and didn't make any big mistakes.
Dummy. Wow. Here we go. Have a good one, man.
Stage 4 was a newly finished trail at Raging River called Reverence. I rode this trail for the first time a few weeks ago. I would say it's a true black diamond trail with lots of technical rooty sections, some gaps, some jumps, some rocks, and some challenging turns. The trail was running a lot slower at this race compared to the first time I rode it a couple weeks ago when it was drier. But I do like this trail a lot, and I think it's going to quickly become a favorite here.
greasy today. Running a lot slower than the other day when I rode this for the first time.
I did have one mistake on the stage, which was a brief tip over in a wet turn where I just lost traction on the front wheel.
Dang it.
But I was able to get quickly back up, and I don't think it cost me too much time.
Rider when it's safe. Thanks, man. Goodness gracious. Thanks, man. Thanks, man. Goodness gracious. Slimy today.
Woo, you got it, you
Here we
got it.
go.
Go, 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 go.
Stage 5 was Poppin Tops and Flow State. These are probably the trails that I've ridden the most at Raging River. I was feeling very confident that I could push the pace on this last stage. However, I think both the physical and mental fatigue from the day got to me, and I had a brief second, literally just 1 second, where I lost focus and I had a pretty hard crash in a turn. Be warned that if you don't like crash footage or you don't want to hear me grunting in pain, then you may want to skip this part.
Oh, oh baby, that was a big one. That was a big one. Okay, all right. I'm okay, but I bonked my head, so we're gonna take it easy. Bike's all good. Whew.
I'm not sure exactly what happened. I think I was looking really far ahead on the trail and my front tire just broke free and I lost traction on a slick spot, and I literally went straight down to my head, and it took a solid minute or two just sitting there to recover and make sure my head was okay before I finished out the stage. I take my safety very seriously when it comes to mountain biking, and I have to thank 7IDP for their support this year. I try not to have to put safety equipment to the test, but I really put this Project 23 carbon helmet to the test, and I have to say I feel like it did a great job protecting my head from a huge impact. It was a bummer to end the day that way. I was hoping to finish top 10 overall, but racing can be unpredictable sometimes.
All good? Okay. Really just not pushing it. I think I'm fine, but just feel kind of fuzzy. Got a good bonk to the head. Oh, I'm glad I'm okay. That was a big crash. Smacked my head pretty good. Oh man, had a pretty good day up until that. Well, that was a fun day of racing, up until that last stage when I bonked my head pretty good. Saw stars for a minute, and arms were tingly. So yeah, after going down, I kind of took a minute to compose myself, and obviously lost a ton of time, but yeah, my health is way more important. So man, yeah, it kind of scared me. I think just riding fatigued at the end of a long day, you're just more prone to mistakes, and I think I was just lost focus for 1 second and went over the edge of the berm. So yeah, I'm feeling fine, and tingling in the arms is gone, and not seeing any stars, and my mental state seems okay. I don't know what it is about Raging River, but this never seems to be my best race. Went down a couple times at last year's race too, so but had a fun day. I feel like riding out here at Raging River just really brings out my weaknesses. Just crazy amounts of climbing. You know, it was like 9 or 10 miles before we even started our first stage, and then just tons of roots, and it was just wet and slick and just, you know, not really my cup of tea. So definitely exposes my weaknesses, I feel like, but at the same time,
helps me understand that there are a lot of things I can improve on. So that's why I keep doing this race, even though it's never my best result. But yeah, kind of frustrating to be sitting in, 20-something place after getting a 5th place finish a few weeks ago at North Slope in Olympia. But overall, a fun day on the bike. Trails here are a lot of fun. Obviously, getting to chat with so many awesome people and just ride bikes all day, can't beat it. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it, and we'll see you in the next video.